Oh yeah. You know what time it is. It's that time again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side Projekt Podcast.
Hey, Chaz. Wait.
What?
I made it.
Jesus Christ.
Going too fast.
I thought I was going to have to do this episode alone today, man.
Wait for
Jesus.
me, man.
You rode your bike here?
Yeah.
God damn, dude.
I hit some old lady.
Here, I got the extra mic perfectly set up.
I hit some
underneath
old lady
the
on the
table.
freeway, dude. I had to just keep going. Dentures flying off.
I'm glad you're here, dude. I thought I was going to have to do, we got a special thing that we're doing right away today. I thought I was going to have to do it alone, man.
Did you think I was going to let my boy Emmett down?
No, dude.
Did you think?
And I strategically, I had the mic and chair set up just in case you came, just in the off chance that I wasn't aware that you were going to run in randomly, just in case I had it ready for you.
Yeah.
So,
Daddy Juice Box is home.
there we go.
We got something lined up
Really special.
Really special for you.
Yeah, we got a little special something. No,
just
towards
gotta-
me. I want you closer to me. I want you closer to me, Daddy. Focus, camera. Focus. Yeah, we got something special, man.
Yeah.
Is it good or is it just it's just the monitor, huh?
No, it's just
yeah,
the
it's just the
monitor,
monitor. Don't worry about it. Now I feel like we are a little close here. We got a little something special. We don't even know what's going on.
We don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And first of all, I just want to say this is why we continue to do what we do. Because
a loud
we have a
sip,
lot
I'm
of
sorry.
yeah, that's fine. I'm used to you interrupting. This is why we continue to do what we do, because we meet so many amazing people. This community has been very welcoming. I know, Chaz, you've said your piece a couple times on the podcast, showing your gratitude and all that. I know I personally don't always respond right away, but I'm watching.
Oh yeah.
I'm watching those that are watching.
look at me.
And today we get to do something really
the captain
special. Former cosplay of the week, former guest on the show, friend of the
friend of the
podcast,
show, friend of ours now.
Friend of ours, yeah.
For somebody that we consider a friend.
I mean,
now,
I'm the one that matters. That's why I'm like edging him out. You know, I was gonna do like a Mortal Kombat.
Get out of here instead.
Get out of here. But point is, we got a special mystery box for my boy, and we're not gonna obviously put the address out there.
And there's nothing on it. There's nothing special, but we're just showing you. It is a mystery box
from
Amit.
our boy Amit Cosplay.
Amit
So we're
Cosplay.
gonna do this for you live here before we get into our show.
We have no idea what's in it. He did an
Yeah.
overnight delivery.
Yeah, which shout out to you, man.
Yeah, really cool, dude. You didn't have to do that, you know? We legitimately have no clue what's in it, and he said open it live, either on an IG live or in an episode.
Yeah.
So we decided why not just throw it in the beginning of this episode.
Don't look.
What?
You better Ray Charles that thing and figure it out.
A few moments later.
Let's find out. Okay. Oh my God! Yes, bubble wrap. Fuck yeah!
I wasn't looking forward to anything else.
Fuck
but the
yeah!
bubble wrap. Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Those who know,
Limon Sevin.
know.
No, well, that's the one on this side.
Yeah.
Let's get this out of the view of the camera so it's not blocking us, and we'll just grab stuff out of the box from down below here.
So we got some of these.
What do we got? Oh,
mango ones?
Okay.
You
Love
can't
it.
have these because of the dairy.
I can't
and
have
stuff.
certain things because I'm allergic to dairy,
But
so
these are
I gotta double
the
check.
mazapans, dude. So these are just the Mexican candies alone.
I know all these, though. I've seen all of them.
Yeah. You're totally cultured, dude.
Yeah.
You want to?
Well, I mean, I'm not, I'm not Mexican. Argentine and Italian on my father's side. I think we've talked about this before, but I mean, not anything recent. Argentine and Italian on my father's side, East Coast as well. From
Damn,
from
we
we're all
probably
from
should
New
have had
York.
a pocket knife.
And then on my mother's side, it's like it's white on my mother's side, basically.
It's white.
It's white on my mom's side. I'm mixed.
Just thought I'd throw that
It's
out there.
if we're talking, recent, then it's southern, Alabama on my mother's side. But if we're going like way back, I
Is
think
she
it's
really
like
from
Scottish.
Alabama?
Yeah, my grandmother.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
and
nice.
my family dates
Shout
back
out
to
to us.
Alabama. My mother was actually born in Alabama as well.
Oh, nice.
They brought her here in a cardboard box. I'm dead serious, dude. Like a fucking puppy. I'm not even kidding, bro. No. I'm not even joking. It sounds like a joke, but I swear to God, they brought my mother here in a cardboard box like a puppy,
Like a little puppy.
like a little Labrador.
Yeah.
That's where I get my wonderful eyes from.
Shout out to Amit and his wife who are really gentle packers and all this bubble. Oh my God.
That's why I'm talking so much because, we're going to spend 6 years with this bubble.
6.5 hours later.
What? We've been saying on the podcast, too, that we want to get more statues and shit to throw up in the background and everything, man.
Look at that,
Fuck,
dude.
bro. You know, I mean, we'll figure out what's up and what
This
stays
is
here
totally
and,
not
and what you
going
want to divvy up, you know?
in my pocket.
Very
Like,
fitting in a sense for what we're going to be talking about today as well.
we'll leave your boy
Kind
up
of.
here, kind of.
Kind of.
Right back here.
I wonder, can we fit it? Nah, we could fit it.
Probably
we can
right.
fit it.
We're just gonna have to
We're
cover.
going to have to cover Baby Yoda today.
That's all right.
Yeah. We'll find a better place for it eventually, but for now we're covering up.
Oh, this is awesome,
Baby Yoda, a
dude.
little bit Grogu. What's in this one, man? Let's speed this up a little bit because we kind of got a lot to talk about today.
There's a Batman guitar
Batman
solo.
guitar solo, bro. We're shredding. Batman.
That just worked out. That's obviously not how it's staying right now, but
No. Grogu's like, what? He's about to kill us both because he can't see anything, dude.
okay.
And then,
Oh,
we
dude,
got-
that is fucking
What?
awesome.
That's crazy, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro.
That is
Appreciate
awesome.
that, brother. It actually
And, hey,
has
look,
our logo on it and everything. That's
and
dope.
So
Thank
you guys
man.
see,
Appreciate it.
it's right here gonna be. We're gonna tag everything. That's the
Yeah, this
business
is
and everything.
from what is it? This one's covered. I mean, I can't see it. We'll put it on the screen. We'll put
Yeah.
it- well, for the listeners, I guess. If you guys want to get some custom-made stuff, custom crafts, designs, and more from Northridge, California, the email is craftsbyprissy@gmail.com, and the Instagram is craftsbyprissy, and that's PRISCI on Instagram.
this
and the
really means
emails
a lot to me,
as
dude. It
well.
really
Appreciate
does.
that, brother.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
And the last but not least, the last thing on the list here is more bubble wrap. No, I'm just kidding.
More bubble wrap.
2,000 years later.
That's why, because this is the back piece to that.
Wow, bro. What? Amit, what? Oh, man, dude.
So they're partners. So we're definitely gonna have to have a spot.
So I guess this is gonna have to stay here if we want to make them together.
no, yeah,
you know what I
definitely. It's
mean?
gonna be
Unless you
for
want
the
to take one,
podcast.
I take one. It's up to you. You know, whatever you want to do. But we definitely gonna have to find a dope place to place it on screen. Maybe we can move some stuff around here because I don't want to take away from the imposter and,
anything else, yeah.
Spawn Beyond stuff and everything. So we'll have to.
we're gonna leave this right back.
We'll have to
here.
figure it out, man. But it's definitely going to be, we'll do some rearranging. We plan on doing some rearranging soon anyway. Hey, Amit and your lady, thank you so very much from the bottom of our hearts. That is absolutely amazing. You did not have to do that. That is really, really cool. And don't even know how to thank you enough, man. From everything that's in this package, it's absolutely amazing, dude. And
Thank you, man.
really, 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 really humble, dude, and really dope to always have this place somewhere in the background
Ever
that we can
growing,
always
yeah.
say was given to us by you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Thank you.
So thank you guys
And I'm
very much.
definitely
Really
gonna hog all
appreciate
the
that.
Mexican candies. I'm totally not gonna let Chaz get any of that.
So yeah, man, we
Yeah.
really, from the bottom of our hearts, man, thank you guys very much, dude.
Aside project golf clap.
Golf clap.
And as we get
So-
into this week's episode,
Yeah, man, we want to talk to you guys about some fun-loving stuff, okay? Some heartwarming stuff. Actually, it could be actually some pretty brutal shit. It's speculated for a while now that we would, and according to the way that the developers at Netherrealm tend to create their games, that we could be expecting and should be expecting
a new Injustice,
a new Injustice game.
3?
Because the way that
Not
Nether-
6.
Yeah,
3.
not 6. Definitely, we're not skipping ahead here.
3.
3. There's only been 2 installments, and now there might be a third, is what we're thinking. And the way that Netherrealm Studios, the creators of Mortal Kombat and Injustice, do their fighting games, it tends to be like, well, at least lately, since Mortal Kombat 9, I guess you could say, it tends to be a Mortal Kombat game,
Injustice.
an Injustice game.
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat,
game, an
Injustice.
Injustice game. It tends to be how it goes. But there's also been some rumblings for a little while now that NRS, Netherrealm Studios, might just be working on a new fighting game entirely. Not Mortal Kombat.
What could it be based on?
Not Injustice, but rather a fighting game based on Marvel characters, man.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Rumors have been going around and getting more heavy around the speculation that the best fighting game developers to ever do it. Yeah, that's right. I said it. The best
said it.
fighting game developers to ever do it just might be creating a Marvel fighting game. And there's a couple different things that are pointing to that this could definitely be a fact and not just a rumor. But for now, all we have are rumors. But there's a couple things pointing that this might be in development, such as a gentleman by the name of Daniel Richmond, I believe that's how you say it. Excuse me. Daniel Richmond, who has often rumors and leaks and different speculations and,
Speculations and stuff like
and
that.
everything. Yeah, that sometimes are hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not. You know how it goes with rumors
Yeah.
and leaks. But he says he has insider information that states that NetherRealm is definitely making a game of such for the PS5 and the Xbox X and S.
And Y.
And Y and
And
Z.
Z.
Because Xbox doesn't
D.
know how to name their fucking consoles anymore.
I still think they should have stayed with Project Scarlet.
I really think so too, dude.
Why not just name
Yeah.
it Juice Box?
The
Because
Juice Box, Xbox Juice, or the
Xbox
Juice
Juice.
Xbox,
Yeah.
the Juice Xbox,
The Juice Box.
Fucking squirt me juice. Alongside this insider information via Daniel, there's also been some possible pointers to the fact that this is happening coming from Ed Boon himself. And if you don't know who Ed Boon is the creator of Netherrealm Studios, the development company that creates Mortal Kombat, and then also such as Injustice right now and all that good stuff. There's been times where Ed Boon himself has stated that he would love to work on a Marvel game. He and his team would love to work on a Marvel game. They've been wanting to work on a Marvel game, as well as even going as far as saying that they have had meetings with Marvel in the past. And recently, I'm just adding letters to the word
Ed
here.
Boon, creator of Netherrealm, quote tweeted a tweet from director
Yeah.
James Gunn himself.
And by the way, if you don't know what quote tweeting is, you know how you can like retweet things, and
can
then
also
you can
add your
also
comment.
quote tweet it. And do
Yeah.
it. We sound like fucking old men trying to explain. Are we boomers right now, dude? We sound
Yeah.
like old men. Hey, Shirley, what's a good fucking
Shirley,
Charlie? Did you know that you can retweet things?
quote tweeted.
Did you know that you can do that? And she's like, yeah, yes, I fucking knew that. Yeah, but did you know that you could quote tweet? It's like a retweet where you can also quote.
Add a quote.
And you can say things while you retweet the tweet that you want to tweet. Feel like old people trying to explain shit right now. You know what I mean?
We're one of those infomercials
Feel like
that
we
comes
have
on
to
late at
explain it.
night,
We
yeah.
probably don't have to explain it. Everybody's like, we fucking know what a retweet is. All right, dude. Anyway, yeah. Ed Boon, he quote tweeted director James Gunn, where James Gunn was sharing, see you all in theaters 2 years from Wednesday. And he shared the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah,
Volume 3
5/5/23.
poster logo
Yeah.
thing. And Ed Boon said, wow, James Gunn has managed to work on DC and Marvel movies. That's impressive. And then he hit him with one of these, dude. Oh, yeah, we'll go here. You ready? He hit him with one of these emojis.
That's a thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail, bro. That's point 2. We'll do a pointer because we never know which one's gonna be. You know what sucks though is the fucking name is gonna be covering our faces. So let's hit him a little bit higher on it. There we go. Creating a thumbnail live on the show. He hit him with one of these thinking emojis, dude. And with these thinking
I was
emojis,
just really trying to brush my mustache.
I was trying to scratch my nose, trying to pull it off. So I was like this. And if you caught it,
Yeah, I'm not
it was
doing
one of
that.
those really fast things that I do. And you have to slow it down and catch it. And if you catch it, I actually went like
Dug
this.
in the nose and
I
out
went
to
like
the
this
side?
really fast, like this. I was like tweedle, 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 and then I went back. But you wouldn't be able to catch it in real time. You wouldn't be able to catch it. So some people he put the thinking emoji, and some people may be like, what's the big deal? It's just a fucking thinking emoji. But if you don't know much about Ed Boon, he often tweets like cryptic tweets that sometimes seem like no big deal,
Throw
but
like
other
little Easter
times,
eggs and stuff.
like other times it's like adding fuel to the fire when it comes to rumors and stuff. But then also sometimes he just likes to be a troll, and it could probably mean nothing. But you can't help but think like it's eyebrow raising nonetheless. Like The Rock, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? It's eyebrow raising nonetheless because it's just like right now there's all this rumors surrounding Netherrealm creating a possible Marvel fighting game, and then he happens to be like tweeting about stuff that
This
has
is
to do with
actually
Marvel,
this is-
retweeting stuff that has to do with Marvel, putting a thinking emoji. Why would you put a thinking emoji if you weren't thinking about something or
Actually,
making
it's
other
really
people
smart,
want
though.
to think?
It's really smart though, because if
know?
you think about it, marketing wise, he's getting his name in that conversation. He's getting
creating hype, right?
NRS in that conversation
Exactly,
to create that.
exactly.
So it could even just be just that, and then those companies outside of that recognize that, like,
Yeah.
oh damn, people are actually hype about this.
Exactly.
People are actually hyped to have
Juice
Juicebox
Box see all
in the
that.
NRS.
Exactly,
you know,
dude. And
Marvel
Chaz
fighting
doing
game.
the voiceover work. God damn it.
Just saying, dude. I'm trying to just slide us in there too.
Hey, I'm just trying to slide in, open up, lube it up, and just slide right in. You know what I mean? He also liked a few tweets from some fans. One saying that they would love a Marvel fighting game, which, whatever, right?
Yeah.
That could mean nothing.
That's just,
It's
hey,
just
thank you
somebody
for liking
saying,
what I
thank you
said,
for
yeah.
liking, okay. But another, he actually responded back to, doubling up on his impressive statement about James Gunn. And he stated that working with both companies was almost impossible. And then he did another one of these, dude. He did another one of these, man. One of those, like, teen angst, like photos that the youngins
Life
do.
is so
Or
hard.
like, I guess be like more kind of like a young adult, like just kind of turned 18,
Just
maybe
looking
19,
off into the wilderness.
looking off into the distance, and the caption's like some weird thing like, hitting Buffalo Wild Wings with the boys tonight.
We used to do it all the time. Yeah.
Because we were young adults, young teen angst. You know, and what's up with, have you guys seen this? With the females do this more than men do now. I don't really like to put my shoes on my furniture, but I'm doing it for you guys.
Put it on my hand.
Doing it for you guys. And let me get back a little bit. I'm gonna get back so the camera can see me. What is with the females nowadays? Look at my little chicken legs, right? Skip leg day. Females doing this.
You know that little cricket from Bugs Life? Got the little cricket legs, though. Come on, man.
But what is it now? Females are doing this more than guys do, dude. They're like, right? And it'll be like some weird caption like concealer on point. I don't know. I'm just making up some random female shit.
Highlighter on point.
Highlighter on point. I don't know. I'm just, you know what I mean?
New Kylie Jenner lipstick.
Martinis for the girls. I don't know. I don't know what fucking women do, dude. I'm just making up random shit. I don't know. Fucking A. The 26% of women that watch us
Just fell off.
Yeah, now they're completely gone. I was gonna tell them, comment down. What's the caption that you would write? Fucking, guys suck. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what would you write? So anyway, are these like hints or something?
Mm-hmm.
Are they? Is he adding fuel to the fire, or are they absolutely nothing? I mean,
is it just a conversation starter?
Yeah, who knows? You know what I mean? We don't know. Regardless of what it may be, we're gonna take a deep dive into what it could be, of what it couldn't be, what we want, what we expect, what to expect in general from people,
I'm just gonna
and
start
all
hitting
that.
the robot every time.
And all that good and sexual energy. I mean, good information. All that good information. We're gonna talk about that good information. Sexual energy. All right, let's get serious about it though, man. Okay, couple things. All right, let's talk about this. If Marvel was going to create a Netherrealm game, that's what I was going to say. What?
If Marvel will allow Netherrealm to create a game,
you got to think about it like this, all right? Marvel's now owned by Disney, obviously. We know that, right? Mm-hmm. Netherrealm Studios
is a part of Warner Bros.
It's part of Warner Bros. In case people didn't
WB.
know. WB, Disney, when it comes to their DC and Marvel properties, they're basically one another's competition. Yeah. So we run into a lot of like possible issues alongside licensing rights,
or would people
between
even
these
think
two
it's
companies.
possible and stuff like that? Yeah.
Would Marvel and Disney license over their characters to Netherrealm and WB to work on? A lot of people would probably say no, right?
Hit them with the facts.
But the facts are that it's actually been done before. The Marvel Lego games are in fact obviously Marvel, but it's WB who publishes them, dude. So, I guess it's WB Interactive Entertainment, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean?
But it's still
WB
a
Games,
section or portion of WB.
It's still Warner Bros. So it's actually possible
together
on that forefront, right?
Yeah.
It's actually possible because they've done it in the past. Maybe, I know it's some people may go, oh, it's just a Lego game. But that's not the point. It doesn't matter what the game is. It matters that they have come together to work on something collectively before, when they're basically, I don't know if it's like true rivalries or anything, but they're technically, their properties are competition, is what you could say.
And they're both big enough powerhouses, I think, that they could release anything on their own. They wouldn't need the other.
Exactly. But being that Netherrealm is under WB, you're gonna run into these issues where you got to work with your competition in a sense because they're the parent company. But then we get into the territory of Mortal Kombat creators create adult games. You know what I mean? For a lack of better words, right? You know what you're getting and what to expect when you play a game from Netherrealm, especially Mortal Kombat. But if you've never played an Injustice game, then you got to think about that, and we'll tell you why. Because if you're not aware of an Injustice game, yes, they are fighting games. Yes, they are games made by Netherrealm, but they're not quite the same as not 100% like a Mortal Kombat game. There's not as much gore and I mean, it still is violence, but it's not the same.
It's not like heads being ripped off.
There's no X-rays and stuff like that where you're seeing the bones crack and shattering of the bones and all that stuff.
Good one.
There's no like fatalities in Injustice. It's more like, I forgot what they're called, but it's like
power moves or
something like superhero special moves, but it's not technically like fatalities. They don't even actually kill one another at the end of a round.
Yeah, so they're all worn down, right? So it'll be like they're laid out or something, and then they'll kind of just come to
like a crime scene, but their body's still there and they're not actually
still trying
dead.
to chalk it out.
Yeah, they're just sleeping, you guys. They're just taking a nappy nap. Nippity nap, dude. So they don't even kill each other in the rounds, man. So it's like, it's proven that it's actually very possible for a developer like Netherrealm to tiptoe around the way that they usually do things with their games, such as Mortal Kombat, and bring it to the realm of superheroes. Because I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe that one of the reasons why they changed things dates back to Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, which that game kind of has bad reviews for a lot of different reasons. But one of the things was, I think, especially because they stamped the Mortal Kombat name on it, you're expecting a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah.
I don't think there was fatalities in that game. Again, correct me if I'm wrong on some certain things, or excuse me if I'm wrong on some certain things.
Our expectancies, because of where it came out of, were up at a certain
and
level.
Because you stamped the name Mortal Kombat on it, you're expecting fatalities, brutalities, or maybe just brutal fighting in general, heads being ripped off, stuff like that.
Maybe some blood when connecting power punches.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I don't
crazy.
think there was all of that in that game. I did play that game. I did beat that game. I enjoyed portions of that game, but I also do remember going like, this is so different.
Felt kind of flat.
But it did, and I think it fell flat for a lot of people. So people were expecting that, and they didn't get that. And I believe that came from WB coming and saying like,
hey, we can't have this person die off, that person die off.
We can't have them cut off Batman's head, or you know what I mean? You can't have them actually kill Superman and excuse me. And things like that, you know what I mean? Again, excuse me if I'm a little wrong on some of that information, but I believe that's what happened. So when you think about that, NetherRealm did a good job though at revamping redemption, I guess you could say, when it came to Injustice. Yeah, they figured out, and probably maybe with meetings with WB, maybe too. I don't know. I wasn't there, obviously, or was I? But they did a good job at fixing the problems with MK versus DC and fixing them in Injustice and Injustice 2. If you haven't played those games, I suggest playing them. They're great fighting games. They're great games if you're a fan of fighting games in general and also DC and stuff like that. It's absolutely amazing. So if WB's come in and said this and that, and
has shown that it could work.
Yeah, and they show that it could work, but people would probably say, well, damn, Disney is Disney.
They're more the uppity, more cheerful.
Marvel, Disney. So if NetherRealm's creating this and WB also said we don't want certain things to happen, you can only probably imagine what Disney would say. We can't have this, we can't have that. How much are they going to control? How much are they going to dumb down, if anything at all? I mean, they could maybe not at all. They could just say,
could just let them have all the reins and say,
because Ed Boon is a legend in this in the gaming industry, man. And Netherrealm Studios has proven that their format works, and they even proved it even more that they can abide by certain rules with WB if need, or change certain things for Injustice and Injustice 2, and it works. It's still fun. It's still amazing, and they prove that they can make amazing storylines as well alongside the gameplay and the style and all of that.
That's one thing that I'm gonna give NetherRealm, no matter what, no matter how you feel about their games, whether you're a fan or not, is they've always had really good storylines across all the MK games. At least I haven't had any complaints about them. The majority of the people that I know haven't complained about.
I love them, man.
Yeah,
even some of the lesser
modes,
Mortal Kombat games, they're still fun, man.
Yeah,
they're still fun, dude.
Yeah,
you know?
even not the big ones. Yeah,
and everybody has flaws. Don't get me wrong. We're not just hyping them up, to try to get a sponsorship from NetherRealm. But and you may also be forgetting that, like, for instance, Marvel vs. Capcom has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
Before Disney owned Marvel, and I believe also after Disney owned Marvel, there's been some Marvel vs. Capcom games as well. So you forget that these Marvel characters have been handled, and like I just said, before and after, I think, Disney owned them. So it's very possible. You know what I mean? Take a look at what Marvel vs. Capcom's done and how they handle it. It's not as gory in a sense as Mortal Kombat and stuff, but it's still fighting. It's still I don't think they die in Marvel vs. Capcom either, but it's still like,
still fighting. It's a fighting game.
It's still fighting. And you again, like I said, I know I'm running to the ground, but for NetherRealm, you expect more brutality. More,
that's the
you know
thing.
What I mean?
That's the thing that you
is Disney going to let them do that?
I would hope that they do, because I mean, clearly they've shown that format works, that formula works. But then again,
they don't have
to
take the Mortal Kombat route. They can take the Injustice route.
Yeah, but then you've also brought up the fact too that DC tends to be like a darker, more deeper tone. Around their comics, around their movies, around their games in general.
Whereas Disney's a little bit more family friendly. Even when they do darker stuff or like weirder stuff, like WandaVision, it's still not. It's not like dark and like you know what I mean?
100%.
You guys get what I'm saying?
That's one of those things that I would hope that they recognize Ed Boon's and NRS's work and they have faith in them and just say, hey, run with it. But obviously,
maybe
just
give them a little blueprint. This is what we want. This is what we don't want. This is what we would like you to include. But other than that, you guys.
I would hope that they give them the full reins and trust in what they're doing. Clearly they're a powerhouse and they can figure out on their own how to make this happen. But to have that legend name stamped on your game to say, hey,
look at
NRS, Ed Boon,
and that brings up the perfect segue to the fact that, let's just be honest, throughout all these years, really, kind of only Spider-Man is the really, what would you say, successful Marvel game. All the other Marvel games that have come out, especially lately.
And that's not to
have
knock
kind
anybody
of
who
been
likes those
bad.
games.
Yeah.
It's just
People
from
are
the
gonna like
majority,
things,
from
but
our
yeah.
opinion, from what we've seen and
they're
the
not
responses
that
that
great.
we've seen.
DC definitely holds the crown for superhero games, in my opinion, dude. You
definitely
know what I mean?
does.
This is an opportunity for Marvel
To step it up.
Exactly. Get a very well done company. A company that does very well done games, especially in the fighting realm. So if you want a Marvel fighting game, I know there's Marvel versus Capcom, but I think this has potential to be something special.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And Marvel's been wanting to step out, and they've been proving that. Like Crystal Dynamics did the Avengers game, which, you know what I'm saying? And there's been some other
But
forays
still, it
into
was a
gaming and
step
stuff.
it was a step in a different direction.
In a different direction, exactly. And I don't know. I demoed that game, didn't really like it that much, but that's neither here or there.
Yeah.
It's just that Marvel does not have the best track record with their video games, and this finally has the potential to step that up and change that
Change that
image, I guess you could say. With that being said, is it just a Marvel game? Or some people may be saying it could be DC versus Marvel. And as much as I would
don't
want that,
think
I
that's
kind of don't
yeah.
want that. And I don't see that actually happening because we won't spend a lot of time on that because that's not what the main core of what we want to talk about here is. But I just don't see that happening for a lot of different reasons. And just briefly, because it's not just the fighting as well, but it's the fighting and it's the story. Because NetherRealm is going to make a story on this. And
Yeah,
it gets
it would
so
have to- it would ha-
convoluted with DC and Marvel.
It would have to make sense of why these two are pitted against each other. And
yeah, and is it going to be the heroes versus the heroes, or the
Or
villains
their
versus the
evil
villains?
guys versus
Is it
our evil
Is it
guys?
all the heroes versus the villains? Is it
Yeah.
is it a compilation? Like it could get messy. I do have faith that NetherRealm could handle it perfectly fine, but it just gets messy, and then it's less characters to include from Marvel when there's already been characters from DC in Injustice.
Yeah.
So it's like
Okay.
maybe. Let's let Injustice be Injustice and
And
let
let
Marvel be
be its
Marvel.
own thing.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then it's also like I don't see both companies going like, okay,
Let
Superman's gonna
somebody
kill
kill off
Captain
Batman,
America, Iron Man's gonna kill Batman. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, would they let that happen to their properties? You know
yeah,
what
and
I mean?
would any let
Yeah.
any of their characters look a
Yeah.
certain way? Whether we all know it's just a
Yeah.
game,
Yeah, it's
but
just
nonetheless,
Yeah,
it's
and I
gonna
know
have-
it's happened in comics and things like
Yeah.
that too, where they've come together. But I don't know. I just personally don't see that happening right now. Would it be cool maybe in the future? Yes, but let Injustice be Injustice. Let Mortal Kombat be Mortal Kombat. Let a Marvel NetherRealm fighting game be a Marvel NetherRealm fighting game. So with that being said, we're gonna talk about what could be with a Marvel game and what we want, and let's talk about like characters and stuff. But before we get into that though, I wanna list this though first because we were talking about this the other day before we did this. Obviously, before we were sitting here, and there could be so many characters from Marvel that they could choose, man. MCU, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and then, ones that aren't even in groups, just standalone characters, and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, the list goes on, dude. And we were thinking like, okay, they're probably going to launch with like maybe like 15, 16 characters, 18 characters, you know what I mean? But
if
then,
they go the NetherRealm route and the Mortal Kombat route,
yeah. We were thinking their first launch with
Yeah.
that, then it would be DLC, but we were actually wrong, and we looked it up. MK9, there's an opportunity to launch with a fucking whole squad of characters,
Up
man.
to
A
30,
plethora
40
of,
characters
dude.
easily.
MK9 launched with 27 playable characters.
4 DLCs,
And an extra one with PlayStation users with Kratos,
Yeah.
God of War.
31 total.
31 total, dude. Injustice, the first one, launched with 24 characters.
And 6 DLCs.
With a total of 30 characters, dude. MKX launched with 24 characters.
9 DLCs.
33 total characters. Injustice 2 launched with 28 characters.
10 DLCs.
38 total characters. MK11, 24 characters.
13 DLCs, and I'm not going to try to throw that one out.
37 total characters. So you see what you see what's going on here,
Yeah,
and they're
you see
actually
the pattern. They're increasing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's more than enough room to launch with the core MCU characters and pay homage to all the comic book characters that aren't just in film, and that's definitely what I want them to do. We know, right? They're gonna put the core MCU characters in. They're
They're going to put
right?
the obvious, like the Hulks.
Yeah,
like,
they have to. But I
Iron
want them
Mans
to
and all that.
focus on the characters that don't get enough love in the films, or the ones that haven't been in films yet.
Both villains and heroes as well.
And it's proven that NetherRealm does do that. Injustice, they have the Batman, Superman, typical, right? Robin and all this, but they've
but
got
then
like
you got like the Atoms, the Blue Beetles,
Red Red
got-
Hood, Firestorm,
Yeah.
Starfire. You know what I mean? So you get what I'm saying? They Swamp Thing. They
Scarecrow.
cater. Scarecrow. They cater to more than just like the biggest of the biggest and the ones that are in films. And that's
It
what
gives
I
you a
want
chance
them
to
to
still
do when
enjoy
it
that
comes to
character.
a Marvel fighting game, especially from NetherRealm. But before we get into the roster that we would like to see and just rummage through some ideas, we're going to get into this week's Cosplay of the Week. Damn.
Oh,
you had that one, bro.
Yeah.
And this week's
I was
cosplay-
Mariah Carey's stunt double
yeah,
to
her backup,
voice
the
acting.
backup
Yeah.
vocal. It was pre-recorded by Juice because she doesn't sing live; she lip syncs.
Yeah.
This week's cosplay of the week is Super
Super
Soldier
Soldier
95, and I'm throwing it up on the screen right about now. And as you guessed it, since the name is Super Soldier, it is of Captain America, and it's the one from the MCU, the Captain America from Winter Soldier. Ooh, and I love that movie, by the way.
Yeah.
This is phenomenal, man. You look like the MCU Captain America. You look like
a
Steve Rogers. And even if
Yeah.
it wasn't just the MCU, you actually do look like a great Captain America. You have the look for it, the stance is down, the way the chin is and everything. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. And before we move on about his cosplay, though, I do want to give, like he says in the caption, huge shout out to at V2V Designs for this Unreal edit, because it actually is an Unreal edit.
And
dude.
to those who pay attention and know, obviously, like the source material where this person might have drawn this
Yes.
inspiration from,
If you can tell the background.
going on along with theme of where this style of Captain America is from, you would
This
recognize
is-
that background.
That's the poster from the promotional material and probably on the DVDs and
Yeah,
Blu-rays
yeah.
if there was one still.
Yeah,
back
any
then.
of, like, hard
I don't
copy
fucking
stuff
know.
like that,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? I don't know what's going on here. Are we dating ourselves? DVDs and Blu-rays? Our younger audience is probably like, what the fuck are they talking about? What is that?
I just stream stuff
What?
now.
What is that? Is that like a different form of Netflix? What is that? And the
Oh
photo
my
was
God.
done by Katie Panasuik, or maybe Katie Panasui UK. I don't know. Forgive
Dot
us
portraits.
for butchering your name.
No,
But
no.
it's but it's
For
Katie,
him butchering your name.
Katie Panasui UK dot portraits. Sorry for butchering your name, Katie. I'm really sorry for that. Everything's up on the screen for the people that are watching right now, so you can get the spelling and everything right. But this looks great, dude. From the helm all the way down to the belt, the shield, the gloves, and everything.
And the
It's
shield,
spot on, bro.
The shield, the battle-worn shield,
Yes,
is amazing.
Spot
dude. It's a
on,
good,
bro.
it's a
Did you
good
get
look.
that from Howard Stark, bro? Where'd you get that from? I really dig it, man.
Did you cut into Sammy and Bucky? And
Hey, did you go into Falcon? Did you go back in time? Did you get in?
Did you talk
get
to
the
your Winter
stones?
Soldier buddy?
And you're like, give me
and
that.
was
This is
like-
mine. You guys aren't doing it right. And I love the straps going on there. Which, hey, little fun fact here. Something I saw. I don't know
check.
if it's 100% true for all of the characters and whatnot, the actors in the MCU, but the actors in the MCU that wear the suits, Captain America. I don't know about Iron Man, but some of them. The reason that a lot of them, you'll notice they have like things right
Carry
here,
the straps or whatever.
is because the arms are actually cut off. The sleeves are you can sleeveless.
Accessibility.
So it's just like the torso, exactly. Accessibility, make it easier for them to do stuff and things like that.
Yeah, they got a wipe
Fun
on
fact.
set.
Little fun fact. You never know. You got to be able to move. You got to be able to move. You heard that they get very
I
uncomfortable
honestly,
sometimes.
I genuinely thought that was just his shield holder. You know?
In real life, or in the actual in the movie, it's the shield holder. But in real life, you never know, man. I don't know,
Maybe
bro.
a shield
Anyway,
holder.
this is a great cosplay, dude. You look like Steve Rogers. You look like Captain America. This is absolutely amazing. The caption says, it's a quote from Steve Rogers. You start running, they'll never let you stop. You stand up, push back. Love it, man. And like we said, huge shout out to the person who did the edit and the person who
V2V
did the
Designs.
photo, Katie, who did the photo. This is absolutely great, man. We really dig your Captain America. We
And
will be following you along your
I'm
journey.
also really digging how within the edit it was technically two pictures in one because you could see his eyes.
Yeah, the
and
way they
everything in
did
the
that.
back.
Yeah, with the
So that's
with
really
the-
dope.
I forgot what that's called. There's a fucking thing because I do Photoshops too, stuff too. I forgot what it's called, and I like the edit on the eyes too, man. Really brought the eyes out. They really stand out. Really good job. Really good job, you guys. So shout out to everybody who enabled this cosplay to cross our desk because Steve Rogers,
You did
Captain
too much.
America, Super Soldier 95, your Captain America cosplay for us is amazing.
I was bringing down the house with that one.
Amazing. Oh, bringing down the house.
So let's get into the roster.
Take a sip from my side project mug.
We can afford fancy things like lemon water now. Oh, I just showed him that it was empty.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing left? Here, bro. I'll share.
Fill me up.
I'm gonna fill them up, you guys, live on air. You feel that? It's been filled. Fill mine up a little bit more too. Chugga, 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 chugga. Oh shit, I'm out.
Thank you for giving me the raspberry water.
Oh man.
So let's get into this
Yeah, let's talk
roster
about
of what
this
we
roster,
would want,
man.
right?
Yeah, definitely, dude. Obvious MCU characters that are probably going to be in there, whether we want them or not. There's Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, Black
Hawkeye,
Widow,
Thor.
obviously,
Yeah.
right? And then you're probably thinking, okay, because the Falcon and Winter Soldier just came out, the hype that it's got right now. So you could probably expect
Yeah, you
Falcon
could
and
put
Winter
Falcon,
Soldier in there,
yeah.
right?
Some War Machine.
I feel like War Machine deserves the love, and before we even run on. You got to think, okay, Marvel vs. Capcom's been out for a very long time.
Okay.
You would expect NetherRealm to try to go a different route, right?
Try to
But
pick maybe characters that aren't necessarily in
But there's been so many Marvel characters in Marvel vs. Capcom, you guys. They've done a lot of them. So you're probably going to see some repeats. It's inevitable.
And you have to have repeats because
inevitable.
no matter what, there's
Yeah.
going to be certain ones that are going to be your selling point for the game and say, hey,
and you don't know
can
what the
play as this
storyline's
character.
going to be either.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So
How
they're
they
going to,
came-
what are they going to follow with the storyline? Are they going to follow something that's been in the MCU before? Are they going to follow something that's been in the comics? Are they going to
gonna
make up
do
their
something
own story?
totally different?
Or are
Yeah.
they going to take, pick and choose different things from different elements and different storylines and piece them together to make sense for whatever game they're doing? Who knows? You know what I mean? I would only assume with the hype around WandaVision and everything that Vision and Scarlet Witch would be in there.
Some Quicksilver.
I feel like you would need them
Yeah.
in there.
No,
If Vision and Scarlet Witch aren't in this, I will fucking riot! I am not going to play
Riot.
this game, NetherRealm, all right? And clearly, you know that the Side Project Podcast is the people that you need to please, all right? Because nobody will play this game if
the Side Project
we don't agree
Podcast
with
doesn't
it,
like to play the
all
game.
right? How do you
man.
not have Vision and Scarlet Witch in there, though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you not, dude?
Okay.
I mean, can you imagine playing Vision? Oh, can you imagine?
They could
That's
even
me
follow her
using
story. That could even technically follow her back. Well, see, then again, with having so many different characters and having their own like I guess background and all that kind of stuff like that. But I would have loved
do
to
a good
see
job
like
at
a
that, though,
young.
in the
I
stories.
would like to see like a young Scarlet Witch as kind of like they did in WandaVision, like
Yeah.
right. Wanda was growing up, learning that she's
Yeah.
not growing up necessarily, but
Learning, coming
powers,
into
getting
more of
into
a
her
Scarlet
powers,
Witch instead of just
understanding-
Wanda.
Understanding that she's
Yeah.
Scarlet and have that be a development.
Yeah.
Maybe have Wanda as she was in WandaVision, and then with a DLC, maybe you
Yeah.
get the skin of Scarlet.
Yeah, you
Witch,
never know. Something. It depends on the story. You would think that Quicksilver was in this because you also got to think. Let's also think
need somebody
from,
fast.
Yeah, exactly. Let's think from a standpoint of the way that
I know that wasn't very fast, but
fast. You never know. In and out. Got shit to do. Let's also think like the way that NetherRealm would do stuff though, in accordance to like the past games. Like there's always Cabal in Mortal Kombat is the fast character, right? In the Injustice games, you got the Flash.
okay,
Who's the fast character that would be in a Marvel game? Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Yeah, so you got to throw a Quicksilver
Yeah,
in there,
that's
right?
the easy layup one. Yeah.
I could only imagine Doctor Strange would be in there because of everything that's going on right now in the MCU.
And
even if this
that-
doesn't cater exactly to the MCU,
that-
I feel like Disney would go, "Hey, check
That's
it out."
a very strong point
We
right
want
there
these ones in for
because
sure.
of who Doctor Strange is.
things that he can do.
That you could even have that
Multiverses.
work into your storyline. Yeah, because you could do like a
Exactly.
multiverse. You don't
Exactly.
just have to stick to Avengers. You
Yes.
could have so many other people
Yes.
involved in Marvel
Yes.
because of him alone.
Yes.
So
But I
that would
wonder, are
actually
they
be a
taking the
smart-
multiverse route? Because I know multiverses are hot right now,
Yeah.
and then also the multiverse situation was in Injustice as well. So you don't want it to be too similar to Injustice. So I
Yeah.
wonder, but it's like right now that's what's hot right now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
It's
what
multiverses.
works, yeah.
Yeah, like there in a multiverse of you and I, we actually sit on opposite sides.
Yeah, which I always thought this side was my better looking side, anyways. Which
I just like this side. This dates back to the couch days. Our real fans, our real viewers that have been with us since day one.
started
when
on
we
a
sucked
casting
balls,
couch.
They knew.
Yeah.
They
Boy,
know
you
the
sucked
casting
balls?
couch. What? Who? Huh?
you said something about sucking balls.
I don't know, bro. I think
Yeah. So
Spider-Man is obviously going to be in this.
Yeah.
I would like Ant-Man. You know, I know a lot of people don't
And
think Ant-Man's a
technically-
big enough character,
No,
but I
hell
think,
no.
and the blueprint's kind of there.
I think, yeah, because you've had Adam, right?
Adam,
So that
yeah.
would be
not to like make comparisons. We're gonna make a
Yeah.
lot of comparisons here right now. You know what I mean? It's gonna probably happen.
the reason
but-
why we're making those comparisons though is to show you that it has been done before.
Yeah.
It works.
They've
and
got
it can
Adam
be done.
in Injustice,
Yeah.
and if you don't know who Adam is, he shrinks and does things like
Yeah.
that. I'm just summarizing very quickly for the sake of the fucking.
He's
scene,
Marvel's
you know what I mean?
or
It's like
DC's
that Adam-
answer
I
to
don't remember who
Marvel,
came
yeah.
first. Actually, I wonder if Ant-Man or Adam came first. I don't remember right now. Black Panther. obviously,
Mm-hmm.
right? We don't even touch on that, obviously. And then you got the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that's like 4 characters if you're just doing the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Star-Lord, Gamora, Groot and Rocket, and Drax. And I got something to say. If you're going to do Groot and Rocket and Groot actually sounds better.
Right?
Yes.
Do 'em like a singular pick.
Like Noob and Smoke from some of the past Mortal Kombat games. When you selected Noob and Smoke, they were together as
Technically
one
a 2-for-1, yeah.
simultaneously. It's a twofer.
It's
a
a twofer.
fucking twofer. You get them like this, and you split them, and then you Noob and Smoke. So I think that'd be a good choice. Having Rocket and Groot together at the same time, you know what I mean? That'd be great, dude. Of course, Drax, like I said.
Yeah.
Then you get into the territory outside of the MCU. But before I get into that, what about other like MCU characters that aren't like? I feel like Nebula is a little bit more up there nowadays, but. I mean, do you think like Nebula would get love, like Ronan would get love?
But see, those technically
They're not.
aren't-
And I say MCU, but they're not like MCU. It's still a Marvel in general, so it
Yeah.
could be anything. But I'm just thinking because
So I mean, you gotta have like
MC
Red
Marvel's
Guardian.
so
you gotta have Black,
synonymous
you
with
gotta have Black
MCU.
Widow if you're gonna have a Hawkeye.
that's what I'm saying.
You know,
Yeah, you know what I
so-
mean? Is Hawkeye's daughter in it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? If we're doing WandaVision, Scarlet Witch and Vision, is Speed and Wiccan in it? Their children. Like this could go so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But whatever. Let's get into like some
Villains.
characters that are more so outside of the MCU right now.
Moon Knight.
Oh, Moon Knight would be great, dude.
Moon Knight would be a sick one.
I'm sure let's just say Captain Marvel is probably
Yeah.
going to be in there.
Yeah.
I would assume Miss Marvel is probably going to be in there because there's a show coming. But then do you have like Monica Rambeau as like Photon or what is it?
It would make
Spectrum
sense
or something?
No, I think it was Photon, right?
I get so confused with Monica Rambeau. Can somebody
Yeah.
correct this? Somebody in the comments, please, either if this becomes
Give
a
us
promo
the
clip
info,
or
man.
if it's on YouTube. I'll look it up later, obviously, so I'll
Yeah.
have the knowledge later. But I get confused with it. She's Spectrum in one iteration, then she's Photon in another iteration, right? Am I wrong?
Depending
I don't know
how they follow it.
But you know what I mean? But yeah, let's just the Marvels are probably going to be in there, I would assume, right? But if we're talking like other MCU characters, fucking Moon Knight, like you said,
Moon
oh
Knight's
my
a big
god,
one.
and he's getting
Yeah.
a D plus series. So come on,
Yep.
let's give him some hype, dude.
Villain wise though, I
But
would
no,
want
before we get to the villains, bro, hold up. There's still so many heroes, bro.
Okay.
You've got the X-Men alone, bro.
If you do X-Men, you could even have the chance of spreading it out and spread out the longevity of this game in general by doing it in series and different DLCs, etc.
Yes.
Right? You're gonna get all
Yes.
that good stuff. You could start with like a young Logan and end up with like an old man Logan.
Sequels and stuff. See, here's the thing. We're going to name off some of these characters,
Yeah.
and we very well know that not all of these characters are going to be
In the game.
In the first game,
Yeah.
I would assume there would be a sequel, if
Maybe-
not like a trilogy.
maybe
You know what I
playable,
mean?
yeah.
Not all of them are going to be playable right away. Right?
They might just be
Some
cameos, yeah.
Could be just cameos, NPCs, background stuff. You know what I mean? They've had that in various stages of Mortal Kombat and even Injustice. I believe Martian Manhunter was a background character, and then later he came as a
Became
DLC.
playable, yeah.
Right? So you could have them as DLCs, or you could have them just in sequels. But it would be cool to have all these characters involved in the story.
just
at
for the
least.
nostalgia,
Yeah,
just for
maybe
the,
not be able to
the
play all
nod
of them
at
right
the
away.
real
Yeah.
gamers
So-
and people that understand.
So I don't know who you would be able to play right away. I don't know who would come as DLC. I don't know who would come in as in sequel format. But these are just characters that we want to see in Marvel fighting games from Netherrealm. Let's put it like that. So you got to have Wolverine, right?
Yeah.
But you got to have Cyclops. He's the leader of the X-Men,
Okay.
basically, right?
Yeah.
And then you always Netherrealm always has a ice character, right? They've got Sub-Zero.
Yeah, so they would have Iceman.
They've got Captain Cold in Injustice. So you
Yeah.
got to have Iceman for Marvel. Yeah,
100%.
I feel like Beast is just such a dope character.
Yeah,
too good to pass up, man.
You gotta include
Beast,
Beast.
Beast needs
but
some
then
love,
you gotta
man.
But then you also like for me, I would want to see because obviously like, I want to see a lot more female characters in there. So I
Yeah.
would want to see like a Storm.
Storm
I would
would be
want to see a
perfect,
Rogue.
dude. Be
you
able to
know?
do Storm stuff.
and
oh my
actually
God.
have the elements,
Lightning and everything. Yeah,
the actual
bro. And it
elements
kind
be
of
a power up or something like that.
Little
Right?
nod, like they got Raiden. You know what I mean? They've got like Storm characters.
So you have
They got-
somebody
you know
that
what I
can
mean?
do, you know.
They
boom.
got Storm. Come
Yeah.
on, you know what I mean? Jean Grey's a great one, and like one of her.
She could be Phoenix, right?
Yeah, she could turn into the Phoenix. I don't want to call them
Yeah.
fatalities because it's not going to be like a fatality, but
Yeah.
whatever they would end up calling
their
it.
special power or their
Yeah.
finishing move.
Exactly, their
what
finishing
have
move
you.
or whatever. She
Yeah.
could turn into the Phoenix. Could be one of her things or something. You know.
Yeah.
Gambit would be a great one. We were talking about that earlier. Gambit would be awesome. Gambit does not get enough love, dude.
No,
that's
period,
one thing I hope
period.
Marvel does in the MCU.
Yeah.
Bring in Gambit. Let's stop
Yeah.
fucking around and during the X-Men
Bring in the
era,
man.
let's bring in Gambit, dude.
Yeah.
Professor X would be a great one, but
I would want to have him be like a backup character.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because then, like, I mean,
Yes.
who's
How
he
you
gonna
gonna do?
kick?
How you gonna do kicks and stuff, dude?
How you gonna bust a Liu Kang? And
Yeah.
I know it's not, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he just
Which
thinks,
I've never understood.
He thinks about
I've
it.
never understood that about him. He has the power to do so much, right?
I'm
All
kicking
this,
you down right now.
and you can't tell yourself to move your legs.
Yeah, there's a lot of people say that, but there's an actual reason for it, and I don't remember it right now. But Professor X would be a great character to be in the story.
Yeah.
I think he'd be great in the story. Nightcrawler's an amazing one. All the teleporting, all the different things he could do. I could think of a dope move right now that's probably already been in an MK or Injustice game where he like teleports and he could teleport like on their back.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So he teleports on their back and maybe like flips them, right? Fucking like a somersault thing, and then lands on top of them, maybe does a quick little punch, and then jumps back off.
Do a little stab.
There
with
you
the
go,
tail,
Netherrealm. Go ahead, take it. Go
know
ahead.
what I'm saying?
Go ahead, take it. Take it
me-
from me.
give me
Go
credit.
ahead, take it. Take it. I think
man.
Colossus, dude. How are you gonna pass up having Colossus in this game?
Okay.
Right?
Damn.
Awesome. And you could even add a nod to the Deadpool movies. Throw Deadpool in this. That's not the only reason why you throw Deadpool in this.
You
But
throw
could,
Deadpool in there because he's Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly, because he's Deadpool. But
Yeah.
you have like an interaction with Colossus and like maybe do a little hint, nod to the movies, like a little Easter egg for the fans.
Right before,
you know,
right before they introduce those characters or that.
Yeah.
Time, because technically,
maybe you
can
have a
do it that
scene
way,
where
yeah.
it's kind of ripped from the movie or something in
Yeah.
a story mode, where they're like there, where Colossus comes to get Deadpool and bring him back to the X Mansion or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you throw a little
When they're
nod
trying
in
to,
there
like,
from the
mentor
movies.
him and all that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
like that'd be cool, dude. Rogue would be a great addition. And again, like let's throw in characters that don't get a lot of love. I know Cable did recently get some love in the Deadpool movies,
Yeah, but
but he doesn't get
technically
enough love. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think so. You could add Bishop in there, which I believe that these characters, both of them, have been in Marvel versus Capcom. But you're gonna run into the territory where
You run into some of the characters that have
Yeah,
already
that have
been,
been in there
used at some
before.
point, right?
Fantastic Four, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman,
Yeah.
Human Torch, The Thing.
The Thing. Yes, and that's another one that I would hope, man, and it's just unfortunate what's been going on with the movies, but Fantastic Four is just such a great franchise. They have so much they could do right
Yes.
there. The Thing,
The
you gotta
First
have
Family.
a brute character, right? You gotta have like a big, strong
Yeah.
dude. Like it can't just always be Juicebox that comes in and
Yeah, it can't, dude. You know, it can't.
Does
It's
the
gotta be
things that-
someone
that
else,
you
dude.
do.
I mean, you also got Beast,
Yeah.
Colossus, you know,
Yeah.
but if they're not throwing those in or whatever, you know, you got to have the ones that
you
are
gotta
going to
have
be
some
able to
big
go
characters
against
because they're
some
gonna
of the
throw
villains.
it. They're gonna throw
the
in.
big
I
villains.
mean,
if they're doing that's the other thing too. Are they going to go heroes versus heroes?
I would
heroes and
think-
villains
I
versus
would
heroes and
think-
villains, or
I
is it
would
going to be
think-
heroes versus villains?
I would think that it's a heroes versus villains thing. If they stick with
Because Injustice
if-
was a mixture of.
Yeah, but if they stick with not doing like a Marvel with DC versus DC type of thing, and they're just gonna do just that, I would think that it would be like a good versus evils type of situation.
I think so. I think that'd be.
It makes sense to start throwing
Yeah.
in some of those, evil characters
Yeah.
or the bad characters,
Yeah,
etc.
definitely, dude.
And if we were gonna do something
Yeah.
like that, I would definitely want to see a Red Skull in there.
Oh, dude.
That's another character
That'd be
that
cool,
was
man.
very important and
Yeah.
crucial to that whole even timeline.
Someone
to,
correct. Was Red Skull ever in Marvel versus Capcom? Somebody write that down. Write it down. I think the
we're gonna be a
obvious
podcast that involves people and makes you guys do research.
Do our
so-
work for us.
work for us.
I think the obvious ones are like Ultron,
Yeah.
Thanos.
You
know
gotta
what I
have
mean?
Ultron in there.
I think a
Hey,
Kingpin would be
shit.
dope.
You could even do a Galactus in there. I know
Oh,
he's big.
man.
I know he's big.
Oh, man.
I know he's
Yeah.
big. And again, this is where the comparisons come into play.
Because I believe he was in Marvel versus Capcom as well, and he was like, he wasn't like huge.
You can
but
have
he's
him
big.
be a bigger stature, like bigger character in general.
Shrinks a little bit down.
Look what
a little
happened
bit.
with
because he's like universally big. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like what the fuck is that? You know what I
whole
mean?
planet's big. I get
Yeah,
that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
But you've done bigger characters, like you have DC in Injustice has Atrocitus. You know,
Yeah, and they're pretty
they have
big.
Swamp
yeah,
Thing.
he's pretty
Swamp
big.
Thing
He's
is
pretty
a bigger
big. Yeah,
character.
but in Galactus, you could just make him even
Yeah,
bigger. You know
just
what I mean?
make him
a little bit. Yeah,
make him
Like,
taller
yeah.
than what all the other ones are,
yeah.
and that's it.
Like
Yeah.
I believe also in Marvel vs. Capcom, like they even have the Sentinels. And the Sentinels are gigantic.
Yeah, they're
and
fucking
they're
huge,
big in the game too,
Yeah.
but they're not like as big as they really are.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
obviously.
If they don't include Apocalypse in this, though, again, I will riot.
Okay.
You have to have Apocalypse in this, dude. God, I wonder what storyline they're gonna go with, dude. They could go with an Apocalypse storyline. That would be dope to see in games instead of like a Thanos.
Yeah.
Especially if they're gonna have longevity. You want to do like a Thanos later. You want to do a Galactus later.
Later, yeah,
Right?
You save all those characters. For the
Yeah,
end.
dude. I mean, you could do an Ultron, but like it's been done. You know what I mean? I'd like to see like an Apocalypse. But if we're talking just other villains as well, like Vulture would be a dope villain to have to be able to fight and do like you could have like where he opens his wings, comes in and hits somebody.
Got one
Oh.
that's a little curveball for you.
Oh, throw it to me. Let me see if I can catch it.
Morbius.
Oh, damn, that would be a crazy one, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be something different.
Yeah.
I don't think, is Morbius ever been in a video game?
I don't think he's ever been in a video game. I mean,
That would be dope.
we were just gonna barely get a movie.
Yeah, I know,
like,
right?
What's
It's been
going on
pushed
with
back
that?
again.
Yeah.
Just fucking put it on a streaming somewhere. Put it on a streaming service somewhere,
Yeah.
dude.
But
Omega Red.
I think Morbius is a very important one too, because then that's how you also play into the whole Spider-Man situation.
Spider-Man, you can include if you're going like the movie route. You can Vulture breaks him out if you're doing some stories. I'm mixing a bunch of random shit here. If there is no Carnage, I will fucking riot. Maybe that's what this episode will be called too. Netherrealm
fucking riot.
Netherrealm Marvel game. Chazzy riots like question mark. Yeah, dude, if there's no Carnage in this, I'm going to be pissed. And with Carnage, you could also have Venom, of course. Obviously, you got to have Venom. If you have Carnage, you have to have Venom.
If you also do that though, there's so many different symbiotes that they could go after. You also got to think.
Yes.
What about Scream?
Oh, okay. This is where you include variations, skins, customizations. If you're like Smash Bros fan, you can echo characters in a sense, because in both Mortal Kombat and Injustice, all right? I don't remember if it was in the first Injustice, so I'll speak on the ones I know. Mortal Kombat originally has always had different skins. I'll take an example. Smoke in MK9. You have his ninja form, right? Regular ninja mask and everything, but then you also have a version where the mask is off and it's just more like a Winter Soldier type thing.
Yeah.
And he's got his long flowy hair just flowing in the wind. Was it Titanic song? What's that Titanic song again?
That's a very sad movie. I don't want to talk about.
What the fuck is that song? Why can't I think of it? I was gonna make a joke about fucking
when Jack and Rose are in the front of the ship.
But it's Smoke and Noob instead.
Yeah, and it's just it's just his
And
hair.
it's Smoke's hair flowing in the wind. I can't remember the name of the fucking song though. I can't remember how it goes.
I'm sure post-editing Chaz will figure
Somebody
that
will
part
figure
out.
it out. But yeah, no, dude, you could have things like that where you have different skins, maybe different variations. But then later in the Mortal Kombat games and in Injustice, you have more like customizations where you can customize the armor pieces, the gear pieces, and then so much even the colors, different weapons and stuff.
Yep.
So throw in like a different mixture of that where it's like maybe skins / variations and also customizations,
Customizable
though.
suits and all that
So
kind of
like you
stuff like
said,
that,
for Carnage, you're not going to throw in every single one of the symbiotes, right?
No, but you can't throw a Scream in there.
You have like a variation where Carnage is Scream, where Carnage is Toxin, where Carnage is et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then if you have Venom in there, you could have like anti-Venom or anti-Venom, however you want to pronounce it. Agent Venom maybe, but the Agent Venom one...
That'd be a tricky one though.
That's a hard one because Agent Venom has guns.
Yeah.
It's like kind of a whole different... It's a whole different character in a sense. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that may not work 100%, but like Thor could be Bro Thor. You know what I mean?
Oh,
different
my
iterations
God.
of Thor throughout the comics as well.
yeah.
Cater to the comics too, not just the MCU. Iron Man,
Exactly.
all kinds of different.
Yeah, you know how many different
Yeah,
variations
you know what I mean?
of
Captain
suits he came up
America,
with?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Falcon, you could have the
Dude,
Captain America
you could
version
have-
of Falcon,
yes,
right?
Yes, you could have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier in there.
You could have the different variations of the Winter Soldier, the different colors on the arm, the
You could
black
do the
one, the Black Panther version.
That's the one that the Wakandans made. The Shuri made for him
Yep,
or whatever.
yep.
I mean, I know they don't specifically say Shuri made it, but everybody
I'm assuming
knows
it's
that
Shuri. Yeah.
Shuri is the one
Yeah.
who runs their weapons
Dude,
program.
for
Basically,
Black Panther, you could cater to the movies and the comics. You could, I mean, for any of these characters, you cater to the
I know
movies
you
and
don't
the
like
comics.
them. I know you don't like them.
I already know what you're. I think
I know
what
you
you're
don't
gonna
like
say.
them.
I think I know
but
what you're gonna say.
if you're gonna have a Black Panther in there, you're gonna have his evil counterpart.
no.
So you would have to have like a Killmonger. in
Get
there.
that fuck out of here! I don't like Killmonger.
You would have
dude.
to have Killmonger.
Killmonger is my least favorite villain in the entire MCU, and I think Marvel as a whole, possibly.
Do you think, sidebar, that is because you just didn't like Michael B. Jordan's portrayal
I
of
don't want
it?
to hate it in case Michael B. Jordan ever sees this, but hey, I don't really.
I'm throwing him under the bus right
I don't
now.
really like Michael B. Jordan that much. You know what I'm saying?
So there's the reason
No, I'm just
why.
kidding. I ain't scared of Michael B. Jordan. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, dog?
Why are you cranking the neck?
What? Huh? Trying to look crazy, so maybe he'll go, oh, fuck, dude, this dude's insane. This dude's fucking crazy. Just throw me in there as a character. You know how in Mortal Kombat they have the toaster guy? I'll be the guy that comes, what's up?
What's up?
Yo, what's up? Real quick, and then say,
Right before you knock him out.
yo, what's up, what? Yeah.
Knockout.
I think,
and it comes in and you just, your face.
I think with Black Panther, though, you could have his original suit from the MCU.
And then you can have the
purple
different
one.
variations
Yeah.
that Shuri upgraded him to later
Exactly.
on.
And then
throughout.
even not catering, again, outside of the MCU, comic book versions. X-Men. Oh my God, so many different suits you can include for the X-Men throughout all the years, dude. All the years of the different X-Men suits. Wolverine alone has hundreds. You know
This
what I mean?
also scares
So
me
many,
a bit
dude.
though, because there is so many variations of each character alone. There's so many different visions. There's different, Wolverines. There's different Deadpools. There's different Cables. There's
I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes on and on. please do not turn this into a microtransaction situation.
Oh, God, I
this
know, man.
make this a play to unlock
man.
situation, please.
Please.
With the better character. And this is again, I'm giving you guys your format.
Yeah.
NRS, just hire me.
Just take it.
You could even do the better skins or the more popular skins or customizations, etc. Are if you play it on a harder level. Like in order for you to get Old Man Logan, you have to play it like on tough or like the hardest level.
You unlock something, or like you know how in Injustice they have like or in Mortal Kombat 2 they have like the towers and stuff, and they increase in difficulty. You know what I mean? Like just do stuff like that. Let's keep it old school. Let's keep it old school.
Don't make us pay more.
Yeah, come on, man.
That's what it comes down
Come on,
to.
man. You got to have Magneto in this. I feel even if it's not a playable character again. Maybe like depending on the storyline, you like I said, you evolve and different things come into play later. You know what I mean? Kang the Conqueror would be a great one, especially because he's going to be a character coming up in the MCU in Ant-Man recently. Mysterio would be a great one. I
wasn't a big fan of Mysterio, how he got portrayed, and it wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal because I love him as an actor. I just don't like how Mysterio was portrayed. in that,
you've mentioned that.
Spider-Man movie.
That's fine. You know? Mr. Sinister does not get enough love, bro. Mr. Sinister would be absolutely phenomenal. And it would fit a NetherRealm style game, I think.
And with all the talk and rumors and people wanting this person and wanting that person, neither of us have said Mephisto.
Mephisto! Is he coming? Is that Mephisto? It'd be funny if they do that in the game, bro.
That was everybody's concern.
Everybody in
throughout
WandaVision
was just like,
it's Mephisto. That's Mephisto right there. You see
leaves.
The red helicopter. It's red because it's Mephisto. Wouldn't it be funny if they did something like that in the game?
Yeah.
They kept nodding to Mephisto throughout the story, and then it was never no Mephisto in the game.
Give us a Mephisto though. I would
that would be
Mephisto.
crazy cool, dude. I think Sabretooth is a dead giveaway. You have to have a Sabretooth, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh? What? I thought you were going to say something. I don't know.
Nah, man.
Oh, I thought you were pointing.
I was just adjusting my levels and stuff.
Okay. Juggernaut. You have to have a Juggernaut, bro.
Yeah.
You have to have a Juggernaut. Oh, which reminds me, Colossus. One of his variations or customizations could be the unstoppable Juggernaut version of Colossus, bro.
Yeah. What's another one that we had recently leaked up?
Leaked up?
I didn't leak up anything.
I didn't leak it up. For what?
I'll tell you right now. Don't
be looking at my shit, bro. Green Goblin. You gotta have Green Goblin in there. Come on, man. And your variation for Green Goblin, like an Echo character or a customization or whatever, could be Hobgoblin. Okay,
and if we're including big characters, which we already said Hulk because we know the mainline Hulk, you could also bring in what would be considered the Asian version of Hulk, which
Amadeus Cho.
Amadeus Cho, also known as Brawn.
Yes,
you know.
Yes, and then you could have like Ragnarok Hulk, Red Hulk. You know what I mean?
Juice Hulk.
Dude. Oh, come on. Abomination could be in there. Yeah. I mean, bro, the list goes on and on and on, man. There's so many ideas.
The thing is that Marvel is not like there's
Loki. Doctor Doom?
Oh, shoot. Doctor Doom is another one. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, dude.
Come on, man.
I didn't even think about that one. Doctor Doom is actually one of my favorite villains in the Fantastic Four series that I don't felt got enough love anyways. Again, was another one of those that both movies that we have had, I haven't liked our Doctor Doom that we've gotten.
No,
and that is a shame.
Nope.
For somebody who is so powerful, for somebody who is so important into those series.
I just got so excited. They got to include Silver Surfer, bro.
Well, yeah.
You gotta include Silver Surfer, or maybe lead up to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're dealing with the Fantastic Four, Galactus, Silver Surfer.
Maybe that's how you tie him in, though, right?
Yeah. Maybe he comes in at the end of the story, you know, and it shows Silver.
Make him be one of those, like the final bosses type of situation.
Or even if it's just like the story, at the end of the story, at the very end or something, you see Silver Surfer come in from like the sky or something from, you know, it shows something, and that kind of gives you a hint that the next one is leading up to Galactus and shit like that, dude.
Yeah, and then it can open up to that series and those people and all that good stuff.
Oh, man, bro. I mean, this could go on and on and on, you guys. You know, and that's not even
gonna be the never-ending podcast.
We're not going to get into it today because it's running on a little long. But I mean, that's not even talking about like stages. You know, diving deep into what the story could actually be.
You would have to get one technically. You would have to get some type of You remember the Collector? What was his?
Oh man, the Collector, bro.
You remember the Collector?
It's got to be a story.
That could be a
story
background
character, a background character. That could be a stage right there.
That's what I was gonna try to say. I was trying. What's the name of his land?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like where he has all his collectibles and all that.
Yeah. I can't think of it right now.
That would be a stage right there, and that's how even you could introduce a Thanos.
Yes, there's all kind. I mean, it goes on. I'm sure it's gonna be at some point in time centered around the Infinity Stones, but let's not go there right away.
No.
Let's do something different.
Yeah.
Let's build up to it. Let's really make NetherRealm. Let's make an amazing. This is all just speculation because we don't really know if this is official. But if it is, let's make an amazing Marvel fighting game with longevity, dude.
This is your way to kind of put your foot ahead of that curb again.
Let's
and,
do it,
and,
man.
And be at that forefront.
Let's do it, man. And before we get out of here, one of the things that NetherRealm always does, because I'm telling you, we're gonna have to stop ourselves, or this is gonna be like a 2-hour episode, dude. Because I could talk about this all fucking day. NetherRealm always does things where in all their games they have guest characters. They have guest characters from each other's games,
Let me
right?
stop you right there.
Okay.
Because I like to interrupt you.
All right.
Before you... No. Okay. Who would be your flat out, doesn't matter what universe, doesn't matter what adaptation, storyline, anything like that they're following, who would be your number one, both... You could even do two, because I know you have a hard time picking.
I have a hard time.
2 heroes and 2 villains, hands down, as a guest that you would want to see. Doesn't matter from where.
That's a great question.
Doesn't matter from
That's
where.
a great question because NetherRealm always does those guest characters, right? When they do Mortal Kombat games and Injustice games, they always have characters that are definitely from
They're from within that franchise, yeah.
So Mortal Kombat games will have some DC characters in it, right?
Yeah, they had the whole
DC games
Terminator
will have some
situation
Mortal
and all that,
Kombat
yeah.
characters in it, right? And then they'll also have different characters, such as Injustice had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know what I mean? Mortal Kombat had Terminator, Predator, Alien, Rambo. You get it? So you see how it goes? Okay, so that's a great question because they do that. So if this was a Marvel game...
2 heroes and 2 villains that you would want to see.
Oh, man. Okay, that's... I wouldn't want them... Oh, you know what? They might, though, mix DC in just as a fun Easter egg teaser. Like just
because
one
they're working,
character.
because they're
working with NetherRealm and WB. So one character. So let's just say we're not getting a DC versus Marvel game, but as a surprise DLC, they allow one character to come in and mix with this. I would say... Damn, bro, that's hard. You got a DC character?
I'll go first.
Yeah, that's fucking
I'll go
rough.
first. It's not even DC. If we're gonna go based off of Mortal Kombat, because you're gonna throw a nod at...
I can get my Mortal Kombat ones for sure.
I know that you're gonna throw, like, let's just say we do the whole NRS and you know, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I would want a Cabal.
Ooh,
Right?
yes. Yes.
And then sticking into Marvel, I would want to say a Taskmaster.
Nice. Yes. Have it as a DLC or something?
Yeah, like as a DLC or come in as a guest.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he's not in the game, right? Yeah. Okay.
Because that's an important one that I think is often missed. I think because it's associated with Black
whether it's
Widow.
hero, villain, or whatever the
Doesn't
category may
matter.
be, I'm just gonna shoot out
I
some
want to say
random
Cabal.
ones here.
So again, Cabal, Taskmaster.
Okay, if they were going to include some Mortal Kombat characters in it, I don't want them to go the typical route where they include Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Give me something different. Not even Raiden, because he was in the recent Injustice. Don't do that. Let's do a Noob, or let's do a Smoke, or let's throw in like a Shang Tsung. Let's have Goro come in as a special character. Can you imagine Goro fighting like... I'm just throwing random ones out. I can't narrow it down. Can you imagine like Goro coming in and fighting like...
a Hulk?
Yeah, like the Hulk or something, bro. Like that would be, or Colossus or Juggernaut. You know what I mean? Or the Beast, like that'd be so cool, dude. You know what I mean? Like that would be so cool. So definitely throw in from Mortal Kombat like a Noob or a Smoke or a Goro, a Shang Tsung. Give me Ermac, bro. Give an Ermac in there. You know what I mean? If they were gonna throw in a DC character, man, it's hard for me to narrow down a DC character, man, that I would really want in a Marvel fighting game. But I can almost guarantee you that it would probably be like Batman or Superman, bro. It's good.
But what would you want?
If they're probably gonna do a Batman, a Superman, an Aquaman,
what would
Wonder
you want?
Woman. What I want, bro? Oh God, that's so hard for me to choose, dude. I gotta look at my pops and shit. I don't know. That, honest to God, bro, that's a hard one for me to choose, dude. Fuck, I don't know, man.
I'll give you some more time. I want to say for two other people that I would definitely want to see.
I'm gonna look it up, see if I can narrow it down, man. I have a hard time choosing, you guys, you know?
I rarely throw him off his game, and this is one of those situations.
Okay, right off the
where
bat, I know
to...
he's been in Injustice, but I really dig Black Adam, dude.
Okay.
I really dig Black Adam.
So
man.
you would say like a Smoke, Ermac, etc., and then maybe like a Black Adam.
Yeah, and I want to go off the rails with someone that I really don't see happening, and that would be Atrocitus.
Okay.
Throw in Atrocitus, throw in a fucking Red Lantern.
So
what about
your heroes wise though?
Heroes from damn, bro. Fuck, all I got is like villains, bro. I mean, like, I would want like Dr. Fate in there too, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be dope, man. Oh God, I don't know, dude. You got me stunted on this one, man. You really do. You got me stunted on this one, bro.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I love this.
Because I want the villains, bro.
Yeah.
I would want the villains. I would want an Atrocitus, bro. I'd want like a Brainiac to come in. Can you imagine seeing like a high-powered villain going against another high-powered villain from Marvel, a DC villain and a Marvel villain, bro? Like a Thanos or an Ultron versus Brainiac or something. You know what I mean? Like I would love to see that, dude. Or let's do something totally different. Let's get a Bizarro in there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I just got villains. I'm sorry, guys.
Nah, man, you gotta give me a Marvel character. Marvel hero wise. Yeah, because we did the heroes. We did the villains, and then obviously we need the heroes.
Bro, like imagine a Mr. Freeze coming in.
Okay.
Bro, I can't give you one, dude.
Ghost Rider is, I know, technically an anti-hero, but we're saying it doesn't matter, right? Ghost Rider and Daredevil for me.
Oh, Ghost Rider, bro. You have to have Ghost Rider
and Daredevil
in this Marvel
for me.
game, dude. Did we say Punisher? Did we mention
Punisher.
the Punisher at all? Oh my God. We gotta end this episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for doing all the things that you do on the YouTube.
That's my thing, bro.
I know, I was cutting you off.
Thank you for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for doing all those things you do over on youtube.com/Side Project Podcast. When you go down, you hit that big red button that says subscribe, and it gives you 100 sexy project points. When you press it, it goes, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, when you listen on Apple, Google, Spotify, and all these things you listen on, when you rate and review, and you like, thumbs up, and all the things you do. Juice, tell them where they can find you.
Across all social media platforms, Captain_Juicebox, a.k.a. Mr. Steal Your...
Yeah. Whoa. Watch out now. If you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. And if you're looking for the both of us to do with the magnificent, you can find us at
Side Project
Podcast. Oh. Thank you guys for listening. We love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. Thank you, Amit Cosplay, for everything that you do. We appreciate you from the bottom
special shout out to you,
of our
Amit. Thank you
hearts.
for you and your wife. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and we thank you for everything. I'm totally
Seriously.
going to take all the candies. Thank you. Thank you, dude.
Sorry this episode ran on long, you guys. If we were rambling at the end there, man, we were just passionate about this. We really want this Marvel game, and we could talk about
As
this.
you can see, the
for
conversation
hours
could have
on
kept going
end.
on.
Yeah, we could talk about this for hours on end,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there's plenty of heroes, villains, and just people in general, guest characters. What guest characters would you guys want to see? Like we said, from different franchises and everything. Let us know your top pick, your characters and everything. Real quick before we get out of here, your top two. Can you give them a top two characters that you want to see from Marvel? Top two. What are your top two? Can you narrow it down?
I would want to see. It doesn't matter. Evil.
Doesn't matter. Anybody.
No, I would want to see a better Mysterio for sure, and then, damn it, Sandman, holy shit. I can't narrow it down so very, very well, but I definitely want to see what Netherrealm's take on like a Wolverine would be, on a Moon Knight would be, on what a Silver Surfer would be, and my list goes on and on and on because I'm selfish and I cannot choose just one. So Juice, hit him with the pistols, man. Pew, pew, pew.